Shelly, I need you to be very honest with me right now.
Okay.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how much do you love Star Wars?
Oh my gosh. I've watched all the movies. You know that about me. I did. I did watch all that.
Oh.
Back when I worked at a clothing store that I'm not going to say the name of, but it did rhyme with rolls.
Okay.
Watched
Damn, which one was that one?
It's funny. Did rhyme with Coles. Coals.
And not with a K.
Yeah, I would never. Okay. So Star Wars, there's a special place in my heart for it. Not out of love.
Oh.
I do want to say that.
Oh.
But
Okay, I feel like this is very interesting because I was forced to watch the Star Wars movies, the earlier ones. I don't know the order.
You?
I won't talk about it.
Okay, I'm sorry.
But I was forced to watch them.
Wrong. Yeah.
And I did not really enjoy them. And so I am not up to date with,
Star Wars lore.
We
call it store. Yeah.
So I don't really know much about Adam Driver's character, Kylo Ren, and then the girl's Rey, right?
Yeah, me neither.
Wait, why are you crying? Charlie's crying right now? Wait, does that mean you love them?
I just feel very strongly about Adam Driver because of his I would consider it maybe like a prequel, The Marriage Story.
Oh my god. The Marriage Story. I've never seen that movie.
Oh my gosh. Should we pause?
No. Let's keep going. Okay, so to the listeners, picture Adam Driver.
Okay.
And the girl. What is her name?
Kylo Ren.
No, that's his name.
Kylo Ray.
No,
her name is Rey.
Her name is Rey in the movie.
Yeah.
So picture them together. Are you picturing it? Do you see the
Daisy
spark?
Ridley, yes.
Aren't they related? No, anyway, okay.
Okay, don't that doesn't matter.
Okay.
That doesn't matter.
Sorry.
Okay, go.
Okay. But it's not them, okay?
Oh.
He is a professor
Okay.
at Stanford.
Adam Driver in a lab coat. Mm-hmm.
Oh my god. And she is a student there in Stanford.
Okay.
Okay.
Daisy in a lab coat. I'm imagining this.
Did you say Daisy?
Isn't that her name? Daisy Ridley?
Oh, maybe. I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe that's not even her. Someone else completely.
Okay, anyway. Okay, but anyway, her name is Olive. His name is Adam.
Okay, why? Okay, wait. Why did one change?
I don't know. Why are you asking me? I didn't.
Okay, I'm sorry. My eyes are closed.
I didn't write this story. Okay. This is from the beautiful mind of Ali Hazelwood.
Oh. Okay.
So Olive has a best friend.
Okay.
And her best friend is named An. And she really
Queen.
wants An to date this guy named Jeremy.
Of course.
But Jeremy and Olive went on like one insignificant date. We don't want to talk about
Which
that.
means they're in love, I think.
Which means they're one step away from marriage.
Mm-hmm.
Marriage Story. Love that.
Oh my gosh, I knew it. Okay, keep going.
Okay, so because An is respecting girl code, as a good friend should. She's like, I'm not going to date Jeremy, even though he and I do kind of have a little bit of a spark together.
Even though he is my fiance, I can't date Jeremy.
So Olive is like, oh my God, how am I going to get my best friend on to just give Jeremy a chance? So she decides to lie to her best friend and tells her, I'm going on this really hot date with this guy. She never said a name. But she ends up in the biology building. Why? I don't know. She's very studious, of course. And for some reason, she didn't think she would see An there, even though An is also a biology student. I don't know.
Why would she be there? That's
why
weird.
would she be there?
Yeah.
It's weird. It's Friday night, I think. So Olive sees An from a distance, and she's like, oh, shit. I told her I was going to be on a very hot date today. And so she grabs the nearest man, who is very tall. Don't forget that.
Shaped like Adam Driver.
Yeah.
Is Adam Driver.
Is Adam Driver, but not. His name is Adam Carlson.
Okay.
Dr. Adam Carlson.
PhD, yeah.
PhD, yes, thank you. And she just grabs him and kisses him. And it's a very, very awkward kiss that even An's like, ew. So she kisses him, assaults him pretty much with her lips. And the professor pulls away and he's like, you can't just be kissing people. That's really weird.
That feels like the start of a beautiful relationship. I'm down. I'm invested.
No, hold on. It gets better.
Okay. Oh my God.
Wait,
Okay.
let me just give you like the main part of this story, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Your favorite thing.
What?
So, Olive kisses him because she wanted
Of course.
to go after Jeremy, right?
Mm-hmm.
But one kiss isn't enough. Like, she can't just like expect On to think.
I know where you're going with this.
She can't just expect On to be like, you know what? She kissed this rando. Let me go date Jeremy. Of course not.
Of course.
So then Olive and Dr. Carlson decide to fake date because that way On will really believe that she does not have a thing for Jeremy anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And what does Adam get out of this? Money.
A good time. I don't know what he's getting out of this.
He gets so his committee, I think I'm gonna butcher this. His committee doesn't believe that he's gonna stick around in Stanford. They think he's like a flight risk, so they have frozen his assets, and so he wants them to believe like, no, I'm here for the long haul. I'm here forever, and so. Having a serious relationship with Olive, he thinks they're going to be like, oh my God, wait, he's in love? He might stay. So they have kind of like a deadline, which I think is sometime in September 29th. Who's counting? And so
Weird.
that's the premise of the story.
I'm in.
Do you think that it would fix your life?
Yeah, of
You think
course.
so? Awesome. Okay, welcome to the Book Fix podcast. I'm your host, Yahida.
And I'm your host, Chelly. Oh my gosh. I feel so ready to talk about this one because I feel like this has been sort of a taboo topic amongst us.
Dude, this has been like, we've been dodging this one. We've been like,
Can I say something though? Yeah. I do own this book I didn't buy it for the podcast. I did do those blind date
You did!
books, you remember?
Yeah, so
I ended up with it.
Chelly went to Barnes & Noble and you went with your sister, I think. And I don't know if you guys picked each other's book or something, but I remember you made a TikTok and you opened up the book and it was The Love Hypothesis. And you looked so excited.
Yeah, of course. And I want to say one thing. The biggest reason I didn't want to read it was because our friend Melissa is super against this book.
Yeah, because
she doesn't like Adam and Ray together.
Yeah.
But
I don't think a lot of people do, right? Is that a thing?
Because a lot of people, it's very half and half. It's 50-50. Half of the fandom really likes them together. Yeah. And the other half doesn't. But I think they're related. Honestly, now I don't remember. Should we look it up before we start? Because I'm going to make a lot of Star Wars jokes.
Okay. Hold on. Rey is Kylo Ren's aunt through Anakin Skywalker.
Oh, she's related to Annie?
Annie?
Aniki? Okay. The Rey.
Yeah, you were right. Her name is Daisy Ridley.
Okay,
Stan.
Well, I love Adam Driver. I've loved him ever since he made that good soup. You ever seen that? He was in a movie where he drank really good soup, and he was just like, good soup. And I'm like, wow, good acting, A+ acting. I was in it. I believe it's good soup.
You were like, I tasted that soup. It was so amazing.
But I just want a elephant in the room right now. This is a fan fiction. And we have read a couple of books that are fan fictions, like to start off with originally, and then they like just changed the names.
Is it actually a fan fiction, or did she just
base it off? I'm actually not sure. But
let me look it up because you know
his name is Adam Carlson, and his real name is Adam Driver. Drive a car.
Carlson. Wait.
That's why I thought they named him that, and I'm like, that's so fucking lazy. But
oh my god, I didn't even think about that.
I think it is a fan fiction, and I don't think any of her other books are. But as a Star Wars head, I think she just really wanted to go off with this love. I'm not sure if she's a woman of STEM either.
She is.
Okay, good. It sounds like she knows what she's talking about. Oh my god, queen.
So, yeah, it was a fanfic published in 2018 as Head Over Feet. That's what it was called, Head Over Feet.
Head over heels. Okay.
Whatever. Okay. I don't know.
She's STEM. Just wanted to say that again.
Okay.
How do you feel about it originally being a Star Wars fan fiction?
I feel like I'm not the right person to ask, only because I'm not really into Star Wars, so I don't really. To me, it's kind of like, okay, whatever. It's like when we found out that the Mortal Instruments was a Harry Potter fanfic. And by we, I meant me and Melissa. Not me and Chelly, sorry.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I feel like we talked about this. Yeah, she sent a video in the group chat where it said all of the books you didn't know were based off of fanfics, and The Mortal Instruments was one of them.
Oh my God. Dude, that's crazy. I have nothing, there's nothing wrong with it being a fan fiction to me. It's just sometimes you can tell when it's a fan fiction.
Yes.
But I do want to say that overall, out of all the books we've read that are fan fiction, this is the one that you're not going to look at it and be like, Star Wars.
Yeah, no.
You know?
It's not obvious.
No, not at all. I didn't even know who the other characters were supposed to be. But I don't know Star Wars that well. Which one was Luke? Which one was Luke Skywalker?
I don't know. Holden?
Probably. But that didn't bother me in this book. So
what bothered you then?
I don't even know where to start. Because like you said, it's a fake dating. And I really love the fact that our main character, Olive, knew that she was in the middle of a fake dating trope.
You love that?
Love that shit.
I didn't like that.
Really?
I don't like when books are too meta. I don't know. To me, it takes me out of the story. Like, obviously, I understand she's a woman in STEM. So every time she would be like, oh my God, wait, there's obviously going to be one bed. There's always one bed, Adam. There's always one bed.
I fucking love that shit.
I felt like
Did that feel too fan fiction to you?
Yeah.
Really? That didn't bother me. It just felt like a girl who knows how to vibe. She was like, I know where this is heading. I know where this is
But
heading.
there wasn't just one bed.
I know, but she was like, if that one doesn't fall, something else is going to happen.
It's going to be
one of these beds is going to explode. I know it.
It's going to be like the Spanish love deception. It's just going to break.
Yeah. Oh my God. I thought it was good. I don't think it's too meta because there's other books that we have read. Like, I want to say like after, I guess, where it just kind of takes me out because the emotions that everyone is feeling are too much.
Okay.
And I talked about this with my sister. So like in this book, you know, she's feeling all these things, but in a very valid way where she's like, oh my gosh, I feel so frantic about this. But she's not over here like making an exaggerated face every dialogue line. So like that, it didn't take me out because it felt like it was just Olive freaking out. Like it didn't feel like, oh, this is a character that's being written that's freaking out.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Yeah.
I hope it does. I didn't mind it. I thought that was very endearing of Olive.
Endearing is a strong word.
Did you wait, hold on. Because Olive is also a woman in STEM.
I love women in STEM.
But for some reason it doesn't really sound like you like Olive.
Olive is okay. I feel like my issue with the book, I feel like, are we just talking about issues with the book? Is that our thing? Okay. The thing that I didn't love about this book, it kind of gave me a similar vibe as to a book that you really love. Oh my God,
don't do this to me.
My God, what is the name of the book?
Which one?
Lucy. What was his name?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
The Hating Game.
Oh, okay.
What I didn't like about the love hypothesis that was also in the Hating Game was that it was constantly like, oh, he's so big and I'm so small and I'm so tiny and skinny and my ribs are poking out because I'm skinny, and it's like, I don't know. I don't mind if he's taller, but I hate how often you have to remind me that he's over 6 feet. I don't care.
You know what? Valid point. I didn't even notice that.
It happens so often.
But I remember there was one part, they're at like a fucking science symposium and she's like, I'm so small and tiny and I can't see the board. You know, they're giving a PowerPoint and I can't see. So like the option was for her to sit down, which is like, okay, she still can't fucking see. She's 2 inches tall. This girl can't fucking see.
She can't see, honestly.
But then like he stood up because he offered the chair and they described him like, you take up, you're miles long, my God.
I know Seriously?
miles wide. Like
You're too big, Adam.
You're like a windshield wiper. Like you turn, everyone in the next 3 foot radius is gone. Like 3 mile radius. Ugh.
So her best friend An was there too, and she kept telling Olive, sorry. I'm now thinking about Lucy.
Now you're like hitting me.
Sorry. Okay, so they were An was also there, and I just feel like An constantly made it awkward for Olive.
Yeah.
Where she was like, Olive, just sit on his lap.
Yeah.
Problem solved.
You're only gonna take up 1/18 of his lap. Come on.
You're so small. Come on, just do it.
She takes a whole ass nap on his lap. It's like
It's just
ice cradles there. Get a napkin to be my blanket.
oh my god.
It's so small.
I don't know if small, but short small though. I just took it as like
She was 5'8". I mean,
okay, Stan.
she was 5'8". Okay. I don't know how I know that.
So
I really hope it's the
she's
same.
not that small.
No, that's so tiny. Oh, fold it, put it in my breast pocket.
I guess for him, how big is he?
He's like 6'4", I think.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
I don't know how I know that.
It just came out of you. Okay, you know what? Keep going.
It's Adam Driver's act. How tall is Adam Driver? Look up Daisy Ridley. I'll look up Adam Driver. I'm shaking. I need to know how tall he is. Adam Driver. Oh my god, this bitch 6'2".
5'7".
Oh, I was close. Okay. Oh, she's so tiny.
That's not tiny.
Compared
to him, I guess. Yeah.
I would consider myself a short queen. You know?
You're not.
I'm so small. I'm so tiny.
You're literally not. You're so tall.
No. Why would you say that to me?
How tall are you?
I'm 3 foot. Because who would ever know? Do you see the height difference in Yahaira and I in video format? Do you see that? I'm so short.
No.
Dude, how tall are you?
5'4".
You're 5. Oh.
5. Shut up. I'm 5'4" and a half. On a good day, I'm 5'5". But
yeah. When I'm sad, I'm 5'4".
Shut up.
Your boyfriend's like, babe, you're shrinking.
Babe, stop. I'm scared.
Help me.
Stop.
I'm 5'9", short queen.
You're taller than
barely
Daisy
reach
Ridley. You're taller than Olive.
Yeah, I put Daisy in my pocket. I did not even notice that, dude. But now that you bring it up, that's so funny because Adam Driver, although he's tall, he's not a large man, you know?
Large, like muscular. But you know that triangle?
But Dorito size. they never, like the way they talked about him was like so huge, so big.
So big, you're in the way.
Man, big tall man, 34 pack, big tall man, 8 pack. Yeah.
Big man needs a lot of sunscreen. Go put on sunscreen on that man. Again, An just kept making it awkward for Olive because she was like, oh my God, look at him in the sun burning. You're not going to put sunscreen on him?
You know what's
He's
crazy?
your boyfriend.
That's your boyfriend. Go put sunscreen on him, bitch.
I'll do it.
Small.
I can't reach. I can't reach up there.
Get a ladder.
Oh my God. Okay. I don't know why we're still focused on this.
Okay, can I say something?
Yeah.
One thing I value in these types of stories where it's just rom-com completely is when the friend is a really good friend that's just kind of pushing them. That was not on.
No.
Because I don't know if you remember, but Olive and An's relationship was supposed to mirror Adam's relationship with his BFF Holden, PhD.
Okay.
And there was even a point where Olive was like, oh, that's his An. And I'm like, okay, Olive. Sweetie,
Olive.
Up here, sweetie.
Shut up.
So I feel like she misunderstood that because, like, to me, Holden was such a good friend to Adam. An was not that complete at all, and you never really saw her be a good friend. It wasn't until the end where she was like, wait a minute, I did that? I forced you to fake date someone?
It kind of felt like the direction that it was going was that An already knew that they weren't actually a thing together. I kind of felt like, oh, maybe Malcolm told her, you know, because Malcolm was their mutual friend, and Malcolm knew right away that Olive's relationship with Adam was fake because she felt bad. She felt a little guilty because Malcolm, you know, we didn't say this, but Dr. Carlson is not the nicest professor. He's made a lot of people cry. And Malcolm, Olive's friend, was one of them. He was like, I can't believe you would date him after what he did to me, after what he said to me. I can't believe you would do that to me. And then so she immediately confessed and was like, it's not real. It's just fake.
Yep.
And so I kind of expected On to kind of catch wind of it. Because even she said, that kiss that I saw you guys in the biology building seemed so awkward. Like that, that's your boyfriend?
And it was really awkward because Adam didn't expect the kiss to happen. It really was Olive running up to him, and she just says, like, can I kiss you? And he kind of just laughed at it because it's like, what the fuck?
I think he like snorted or something.
Yeah.
Like,
and then she took that as a yes and kissed him. But because he's so tall and she's the tiniest being to ever exist, it was really just her trying to kiss a really tall man. Yeah. And it looked really like they weren't going to kiss. Like, you can tell that that was very staged. But then after that, with the fake dating started, their kisses seemed more natural. Yeah. But even On was like, yeah, I didn't think you guys were dating when I saw you climb him like that. Fucking rock climbing event.
Attack him like that. You know, it was real.
She has the rock climbing tool. She's like,
oh my
God. So tiny.
Oh my God.
But I really have a soft spot for fake dating because of the podcast. So when I never seeked it out ever. I didn't know how common. I don't even know if it is common. I think it's just the books we picked.
I know, seriously.
That are all fake dating. I was excited for this. And I think what kept me like super into it is I really enjoyed like the dry type of humor that this book had. Because we've read books in the past where when it's trying to be funny, it's just kind of like, that doesn't really land. That just feels like you're making a joke that you think is funny and it's not really hitting me.
Yeah, I think one of the things I did enjoy about the book was the humor. Like, there would be moments where they would have like a little bit of a banter and I actually laughed. I was like, okay, wow, that's actually funny.
Yeah. I really liked that part where she was like, oh my gosh, it's Flucella season.
Oh,
he's like, what the fuck is Flucella?
Oh, yeah.
It's like, you know, where you get your flu shots. It's kind of like Coachella. And he's like, I'm not. Don't know what that is. And so then when they're going towards their shot, he's like, I can't do it. I'm busy. It's like, but you just said we were going to go get coffee. Why don't you want to be part of Flucella? Like, I don't get it. Then it hits her that he really hates shots. And she's like, oh my God, that's adorable. I love that. And they go get it. And I think it's really cute because this character that everyone is so scared of, a professor who is very, well, she uses the words unapproachable and arrogant, I think. He's like texting her like, arm hurting. my arm hurts.
It hurts a little bit. Kiss it. There was a part where, okay, so Olive is from Canada, so she doesn't have an American citizenship. So there's this part that I highlighted where he tells her, should we fake marry so you can get a citizenship? And she says, oh yes, I think it's time we fake move to the next level. So I felt like a lot of their like banters like that, I just really enjoyed. I thought they were really funny together. It was really cute.
I thought their chemistry was really good. And this whole like situation, because in the beginning of the book, before they even meet, before anything, Olive, when she was going to go to this school, because they're at Stanford, she was there for her interview, and fucking Olive, little tiny baby Olive, she put in expired contacts that had been expired for 2 years, and like just her vision went completely blurry and it was hurting her.
Oh yeah, I made a note to ask you about that. Like, would that really hurt?
Yes. Oh my gosh.
But she made it seem like she couldn't see for a while.
My guess is that she opened the contact case already, and she's probably using bi-weeklies. You put them in and you put them in contact solution, and every time you take them out or put them back in, you're supposed to empty the contact solution, clean your case, put new contact solution.
Oh, she didn't do that.
She probably left it in there, put it to the side 2 years later. She's like, oh, they probably still work. but the solution is collecting the bacteria from your eyes.
That's disgusting.
So she put in just a lot of bacteria in her eyes at once.
That's disgusting.
That's disgusting. So I'm guessing...
How is she able to see?
I know. She sees the bacteria. She's like, oh my God. So because she put on expired contacts, she's in a bathroom that she found in a random lab, like just crying. And she sees this really tall, 30-foot
giant.
Yeah, I know. It looks like the sun has been eclipsed. Like he's taking up the whole
indoors.
One shoulder is on one side of the 30-foot room and his other shoulder's on the other side. If he turns, she's dead. So
how did he get in the room? The world will never know.
They built this room around him. He's never left. So she sees this tall man, but because her contacts are expired, she can't really see him. And they have this really meaningful conversation because she's kind of like, oh, you're a student. That's what she assumes. But he doesn't really say anything. He's just kind of listening to her talk. And she reveals that she's interviewing to go to Stanford. And he's like, you sure you want this? Because you get very little bang for your buck. Like, you really have to want this if you want it.
And he kind of asks her, too, like, why do you really want this? And the answer that she gives is very, like, textbook, right? It's like an interview answer.
Yes.
And he's like, no. Like, why do you really, really want this?
And she talks about how she wants to answer one specific question she has. And he really likes that answer. And he's just like, I think you're going to do well here. I don't know. He, like, pushes her to try. And then he's like, oh. Or she says, I really hope I see you around. Are you, like, graduating soon? Are you? And he doesn't say anything. And that's kind of the end.
Like, girl, do you know who I am?
Yeah.
Dr. Carlson.
Adam fucking Driver. That's who I am.
Oh my God, imagine.
But that's kind of what, because as readers, we knew who that was.
Yeah.
I know that.
I know who that tall man is.
I can see that man from 30 miles away, okay? So I know who that fucking man was. So you can already tell they have already met in the past and there was chemistry between them. And now that they're fake dating, just the way that Adam is, he's very caring towards her and very, very patient with her, which he is not with any of his students. There's even a point where, like, she goes to visit him for the first time to talk about what fake dating is going to entail. And
someone comes out of his office just crying.
I know. And he's on his computer as that person's leaving. And Olive comes in and they're not even looking at each other. Like, he's still typing and he's like, my office hours ended 5 minutes. Oh, Olive.
Hey, girl.
Gets like a tablecloth and candles. So,
McDonald's.
Sweetie, go ahead, climb that ladder and get to the seat. Sit down.
Babe, I was waiting for you.
I got you half a chicken nugget. That's like,
that's
so long for you to finish. Dude, so they
chicken nugget, yeah, right. That's okay. Go ahead and finish. And then I'm going to talk about their foods.
Yeah, thank you. Okay, so they basically come up with that they're going to fake date just so that Anne can date Jeremy. And they are supposed to meet every Wednesday for 10 minutes at a coffee shop. Right? That's what
yeah. I'm saying, like, how is this?
No, that's
normal. No. How is this enough for a fake dating?
10 whole minutes?
10 minutes on a Wednesday?
Well, please. you know my schedule? Like, that's all you get. So 10 minutes on a Wednesday.
I have to cut my office hours.
I know. 10 minutes on a Wednesday. No sex.
And he's like, what the fuck?
That wasn't even on the... Okay.
Okay. I wasn't going to offer.
Turns off the candles. No, yeah. No, definitely.
Hides the condoms. Yeah, you're so right. You're so right. No.
And then no visiting each other outside of the school. So everything that has to pertain to them fake dating has to be on campus.
I wonder why she was so adamant on not trying to feel anything. You know what I mean? Like, to me, it felt like she really didn't want to push it. Like, nothing go past just the fake dating.
I'm a little disappointed with how that played out because she brought up this really cool point about her that she considered herself asexual for a really long time. And she brought it up again. She was demisexual. Well, she brought up that she thought she was asexual.
Okay.
For a really long time. And then when their feelings heighten, she's just kind of like, oh, okay. Like, that makes sense. Like, I wish she would have had a moment where she was like, oh, now I get why I feel like that, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But she never really had that.
Mm-mm.
And that makes me really sad because that could have really gone somewhere and they just kind of let that go.
Yeah.
But yeah, they have these rules for fake dating, which rules never brought up again.
There's always rules, though.
I really wish, because of the way that they're STEM majors, I really wish that they would have written this down because it's called the love hypothesis. And even though hypothesis has to do with like how they start the chapters, because she always makes a hypothesis on how the chapter is going to go, I really wish that she would have set this up using the scientific method. And she was like, okay, materials, you, me. Like
coffee.
Yeah, like I wish you would have written it down and then the rules would have been in the steps. And then her reflection, like in a scientific method, her reflection would have been like, so Tom's his bestie, change rule 2. Like, you know, like I wish it would have been like that. But no. That would have been cute. Ali, call me up.
I kind of thought that's how it would have gone too, honestly.
Yeah.
I thought that's why it was called the love hypothesis. I thought that was her whole, like, I don't know, question in life, I guess.
Yeah.
But another thing about their relationship is a lot of the times in these stories where he's like grumpy and she's the sunshine. It feels like it also has to do with their eating habits. Not always, but this one definitely did.
Yeah.
So when they would go to Starbucks, I think it was, or to get coffee or whatever, she would always get like these like sugary, like unicorn, pumpkin spice.
Nothing
like,
wrong with that.
Super like just, you know, a lot of sugar in her drinks. And he's just like, black coffee. That's it.
Coffee.
Just coffee.
It's like a fucking smoker's coffee, please.
I just want the coffee.
Adam, you good?
Okay.
It's only when we come in this coffee shop that you turn like this.
But he would kind of be grossed out by the pumpkin spice.
Yeah.
He was just like, that's disgusting.
I thought it was so funny though that anytime they went there, she would take advantage and get like 6 things. She was like,
my food for the week.
yeah, dude, very college. Hell yeah. It's funny because she said that, but she grabbed a pack of gum and I'm like, girl, what?
That's not food.
That's not food.
And at first
That was
she
funny.
really didn't want him to pay for her drink.
Uh-huh.
But then after a while, she was like, you know what? I'm going to take advantage of this. He's
Yeah.
got money. He's loaded.
Oh my God, that's so funny, dude. Oh, she's so small.
She's so small, so tiny.
So I really liked one particular event in this book, which we're going to get to. But I want to say that throughout the fake dating, the whole them going to like an event at school and all the professors being shirtless and playing fucking frisbee.
Mm-hmm.
What school did she go to?
I don't know.
Because if I saw my professor doing that, I'm leaving.
Yeah,
like, I don't want to see. Well, actually, is my professor Adam Driver? Because this is.
Yeah, if he was, then you would be down.
How is it that every professor there had like at least a 13 pack? I don't know where the last one goes. I know they have to be even, right in the middle.
It's like in the belly button
I
area.
know. It's a little square. But it was just weird to me that it's like, okay, this is a STEM event and there's no charity going on. Like no one's doing anything. Everyone's just sitting down, eating and playing frisbee.
Uh-huh.
That made no sense to me.
Mm-hmm.
And then when she rubbed the lotion, that's how tall
the
he is.
sunscreen.
I have my hands up. When she had to reach all the way to the sky to rub sunblock on his back,
Uh-huh.
that made no sense to me because I'm like, why are they even here? Like, what's happening?
Mm-hmm. She didn't. I feel like Olive didn't really sell that they're dating to me. Like, if I was on, I would have been like, why are you being weird about it?
You know what I thought was cute though? The part where he pushed the whole truck because he's so big.
He's so big.
He uses his pinky. They're like,
He blew on it.
I got this. And he goes like 10 miles. Like, that's my car. And he's like, I got it. Takes one step. He's there. He gets it. Puts it in his little hand. Puts it in his pocket. Here's your F450, bitch.
Why did he need to move the car? I don't remember.
It's because it got stuck on the bottom of a hill. So they put it on neutral and pushed it all the way up the hill. They didn't even put it on neutral. He put the emergency brake on. And he still pushed it up that hill. Oh my gosh.
Damn.
I really liked not that whole scene because that's kind of weird. If I saw my professor pushing my car, I'd be a little embarrassed.
I'd be a little embarrassed, but maybe I would like
so
it
tall,
a little.
But he did that.
Are you
and
fake
then
dating your professor?
No, first of all, that's one thing I want to talk about.
Circumstance.
Okay.
Different circumstance. Also,
is my professor 30 miles tall? No.
I also just want to say they really emphasize that she doesn't like work directly under him.
Yeah.
He's not her professor.
Okay. Let me finish talking about this tall ass hill, and then we can talk about Title IX. So,
yes, Title IX is its own category. Okay,
so I really like that part because that was the only part that if I were on looked like they were in a relationship. Because he walks up to her, and from An's perspective, they're really close to each other, looking at each other. They laugh at each other's jokes, and then they kiss, and then she leaves. And I thought that was really sweet. Mm-hmm. That was the only part before they started liking each other that seemed like they were dating.
Yeah. They weren't very convincing before that.
They weren't very convincing. The one that was the most convincing was Adam. But it's because he does. I know. Holding feet. Hold your toes. Stop doing that to me. I'm scared and nervous. Stop it. I'm so small. Okay, but we didn't even mention the hypothetical elephant in the room.
Tom?
Yes. No.
The professor.
The fact that Adam is a professor and she's a student.
Yeah. But isn't it different in college? I have no idea. I had no interest in any of my professors, so I didn't care.
So
it's not something.
No, because that's same. And I don't understand. Because Title IX is basically a law that you're not allowed to date a professor or a teacher. But then he asked the school, like, I have a crush on this student. Can I date her maybe? Can I date her maybe? And they were just like, yeah, it's fine because you're not her actual advisor. Mm-hmm. So I'm guessing he's the person you would talk to when you're about to switch classes, right?
I have no idea. Maybe.
Yeah, me neither. So because he wasn't under her department, she was fine.
But he was also like in a committee based on people's dissertations, no?
Yeah.
And that's why people didn't like him, because he would rip up their dissertations. Like, he was just like, no, this isn't good enough. I don't see
a problem with that. Yeah, I cry a little, but he's tall, so it's fine.
I don't see a problem with him being hard, you know? It's better than being too lenient.
I really liked the part where he was like, you need to understand that I am not tearing apart my students. I'm tearing apart their papers.
Yeah.
Like, I would never do anything to my students. What I'm trying to do is make sure that they go into this world competent scientists. And is that so much to ask me as an educator to be able to do that?
I didn't like...
Work.
Yes.
Yeah. That's what he did, exactly.
I didn't like when Olive was trying to insert herself in how he would teach. Because it kind of felt like, girl, first of all, we're fake dating. At that point, they were still, like, not really sure of their feelings for each other. So if Olive is texting him, like, oh, my God, you made my friend cry, or...
Make his grade better.
He actually... I don't think he was her friend. He just kind of was an acquaintance, and then he, like... insulted her and insulted the professor, Dr. Carlson. He was like trying to make her feel bad because Dr. Carlson ripped up his paper. And I just didn't like that her response was, you know what? Let me give him a piece of my mind.
Yeah.
It's like, girl, this is not your issue. This is not your problem. You're not even his student.
No. And then when she was like, you're unapproachable and you're this. And then he didn't text back, whatever. And she was like, oh, was I too mean? And it's like, first of all, you're 26 and he's 34. He's been a professor for a while now. He knows what he's doing. Yeah. Because it never mentioned that any of his students were failing either. He's doing a pretty good job. Yeah. And if for some reason they get their feelings hurt, I feel like you and I have been in a position, at least I have, where a professor rips something apart and you're just kind of like, they get it. They know how to fix it, but it's a lot sometimes.
Yeah, and it definitely hurts your feelings. But obviously, at least for me, it was a more positive thing at the end.
Why don't we talk a little bit about Adam's besties? Okay, he has Holden and Tom. Holden being a bestie that is parallel to Olive's Anne, Holden has known him since they were kids, and it's beautiful. It's such a beautiful friendship, and I think it makes sense. It doesn't feel forced. He's really just Holden. Love him. Did you not like Holden?
He's okay. I felt like the side characters were just like okay.
I loved Holden.
Okay.
That's really the only side character that I would die for, though, because the other ones I don't really remember much.
Malcolm.
Yeah.
On.
Lenny. I don't know if there's a Lenny. But there's those. And then there's his other bestie, who is a collaborator that he has in the grant that they're getting, whose name is
he goes
Tom.
to Harvard, right?
And you remember how Yahaira mentioned that everyone's really scared of Adam leaving the school and working for another school? So Tom works at Harvard, and it just so happens, without knowing that Adam and Tom were besties, Olive had already reached out to Tom and basically introduced her research and asked if she could have a position in Harvard next year in order to work under him. And when Tom introduces himself as besties with Adam, he's like, no, Olive, for sure. Like, you're so smart, so great. Yes, please be part of this.
You're so brilliant, Olive. But he's doing it in front of Adam, though.
Yeah.
Because I think they went to coffee, and then Tom showed up. And then at first he didn't even know that this was the Olive he was emailing.
Yeah.
But then he was like, wait, Olive Smith?
Oh, yeah, of course I know you.
The one talking about pancreatic cancer? Oh, my God. Hey, girl.
Work. Yeah. So, I'm going to speed through this, but we basically see everything going right for Olive, and the whole reason they're fake dating for Adam's benefit is because he wants them to think, the whole school, the whole board and deans, that he's gonna stay at Stanford.
Yeah, that he's not abandoning them for Harvard.
But then they go
or
to
other
this,
places, no, because he has offers from other schools.
But then they go to this science symposium, and Olive, as I think she's a fucking junior, gets chosen to speak at the symposium, and it's like a huge deal and whatever, and the keynote speaker's Adam. Love that shit.
And also she's not very good at public speaking.
No, she's not. So she's really nervous, and it's cute because she was like, I really want you to go to mine, Adam. It's like during the keynote speaker event. And
he's like, who gives a fuck about that, huh?
Yeah.
Keynote?
Idiot. Bitch, I heard he's tall and stupid.
He takes up too much space. That's what I've heard. I'm not sure, though.
He for the seating, because they didn't have enough seats, he has to put his hands out, and everyone sits in the palm of his hands.
Oh my God.
But he's the keynote speaker, so he can't see her speak. But he leaves to go do his keynote speech. And then Tom approaches her.
But she records her speech.
Yes.
Because she was going to send it to someone. I forgot who.
She records her speech, and then she puts her phone in her pocket. Well, her phone's in her pocket because it's recording. And she kind of forgets about it. So then Tom approaches her and basically just like harasses her.
Yeah. It's so bad.
It's really bad.
It felt very like random to me, but also, I don't know. It was off-putting. But he pretty much like tells her that they could sleep together or something.
Because he starts leaning really close to her. And then she backs away and is like, what are you doing?
Oh, yeah. That's how he starts it off. He gets too close to her. And he's like, what? I know you slept your way to the top. That's why you're with Adam.
That's why you're wearing that slutty dress. Because you're wearing it for me.
Yeah.
Obviously.
And I mean, like, we could have sex, you know.
Like, did you think I chose you because of your actual work? Like, that's not how this works.
Yeah, and he, like, kept berating her. Like, what he said to her was so mean.
Oh, my gosh. I fucking hated that shit. And she went home.
But also, he told her, like, even if you tell Adam, who do you think he's going to believe? His bestie for life? Or just some rando girl that he just started dating?
Rando tiny-ass girl that he started dating.
Yeah.
So small. Fits on my pinky. Tiny-ass girl. But she goes back to the hotel room, which, by the way, her and Adam are sharing. But she goes back there, and Adam goes next, and he's like, okay, we got to go to the social for all the people. And then he sees that she's crying, and he's just like, what happened? What happened? What happened?
And he's like mad to see her so upset because he's asking her like something had to have gone wrong, right?
Yeah.
And she mentions that like she kind of plays it off like, oh, I overheard people saying that I don't deserve this. Like, so she's saying what Tom said, not exactly, but just a little bit. And Adam's like, who was it? Who was it? I'll report.
You see their badge?
Yeah.
Because I'll find that person's badge.
And rip it up.
No, and then I'll grab it while they're wearing it, spin it, like how they do in the Olympics, and throw that shit. Physics, bitch. Centripetal force type shit. So, like...
Oh, my God.
So, like, he's incredibly mad, but she doesn't want to do anything. So he kind of drops it for a moment and is like, okay, let's go out to eat. And they go on, like, their first actual date.
Yeah, like, it actually felt like a date.
Yeah.
And it was really cute.
It was really cute.
Wait, didn't they get, like, Chinese?
They got a Japanese because it was on a conveyor belt, but it was cheap-ass Japanese
yeah,
food.
I remember because he was just like, I'm not putting that shit in my body. And she's like, this is the best meal I've ever had. Oh, yeah, I do remember the conveyor belt. And he was so disgusted.
And then when they end up going back to the hotel room, she's getting tired of walking in her heels, so he picks her up and walks
and
her.
Throws her over his shoulder.
Picks her up just kind of like with two fingers. Two fingers, puts her in his breast pocket of his polo shirt. She stays in there.
She's like not even that small, but yeah.
She's tiny. But like they get back to the hotel room.
And then what happens?
Well, first she forgot her pajamas. So she gets out of her dress. She gets out of her dress and puts on his shirt. But because he's so big
and
like
tall,
he's so
and muscular.
huge and big and 35 pack, like he's so huge.
This book does not let you forget that he's really
my
big.
God, this bitch is huge. Like you turn the page and it's like Ali Hazelwood, Ali here. I just really wanted to say, like, I didn't want to take. Oh, go ahead.
No.
Okay. I didn't want to take you out of the book, but this bitch is so big. Like, I don't even know how to describe it in scene. So I just needed.
So I drew it. And it's like,
I drew it. Please turn the page. And it's just the border of both pages.
And you see Olive, then like a little dot for reference.
Oh my God.
It's so good.
I'm crying. Yes. So then Allie takes us back in.
God. Allie did that.
Allie really did that shit. So Allie takes us back in. So this dress basically fits her the same length as her or the shirt fits her the same length as her dress did.
Yeah.
And Adam is just kind of talking to her and then looks at her and is like, oh
my God, wait.
That shirt looks really...
Oh my God, wait.
I mean, I don't want to act up, but like that shirt looks really good on you. And then
he's like, it looked better on the floor though.
Yeah. And takes it off of her like throws it miles away. It hits someone, they automatically die.
Oh my God.
No, but they agree that like this night is going to be special and they fuck the rules. They're gonna have sex. Okay. And you know what? This bitch, he hungry, dude.
Stop.
He's fucking.
Oh my God.
Let's talk about the spice.
It's because he didn't enjoy that sushi, so he was like, I'm starving.
Yeah, I'm starving.
Let's talk about the spice. Go ahead, Jelly. Take it away.
Dude,
Wait, can I just say,
yes.
When people talk about this book, it's either people love it or people hate it, right?
Yes.
And the people who hate it, I have heard this one line so many fucking times in Bookstagram, in Book Talk, where he just her whole boob in his mouth. And it's so funny because it took me out. I was like, oh my God, I forgot about this line.
Dude, okay. Let me just say, and I want your opinion too. Did you like Adam?
He was okay. I wrote on there that he's kind of boring. He's a little boring. But I did start liking him when he would show that like protective side of him.
Me too.
Because I thought that was really cute. I'm sorry, okay? I'm also 5 feet tall.
And small.
Just kidding.
Put me in his pocket. Okay, so I really liked Adam, and I did like him a lot more when he started to be so attentive to her.
Yeah.
Like when he would like turn off anything that's going on, even if he's a professor. He's like, no, what matters right now is Olive, so I'm going to talk to
yeah, because
Olive.
he just like was like, fuck the social event. I'm here with you. Mm-hmm. And that I did like him too, but I remember that part near the beginning where he mentions that he doesn't like chocolate.
Yeah.
I was like, man, this man is boring. But then he got her a granola bar that was covered in chocolate.
Meaning that he got it specifically for her.
But he didn't make it known like, oh, I got this for you. It was more like, oh, you're hungry? Yeah. Here.
Yeah, take it. I don't care. You're so small.
You're so small. And, this will fill
Here
you up.
you go. And he's like leaning down to give it to her. And she's like, give me the granola bar.
Yeah, no, literally. That's exactly how it played out.
Okay, crazy. But I really like him. Okay? Like, by this part of the book, the first time they have sex, I'm already, like, completely down for him. Yes, okay. Team Adam.
What?
When he inhaled, not even just, like, the nipple, but, like, the entire titty.
Yeah, the entire titty. The whole titty was in there.
Okay, so imagine a titty.
Does that mean her titty was really, really small?
No, she was double D.
No.
I'm just saying, imagine.
Oh, because he's so big.
This bitch be like, it's like eating boba. Like this.
Not the fucking boba. Keep going.
But if someone inhaled my whole ass boob,
I'd be scared.
Take him out.
Because even the line was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
That whole boob.
And imagine, because she's just kind of laying down. So she's looking down at Mr. Adam. And it's just like, oh, that's my boob. That whole thing is in there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, And then he said delicious. I would have been like, I gotta go.
Damn, I know I sleep here, but I really gotta go.
I don't want to be dinner. That's so crazy. Because if he had munched, she's gone. So, like, I wasn't down. But the rest was okay.
I'm gonna be honest, I did not like the smut, so I kind of just like...
Really? I didn't hate the spice. It's just, I'm not down for eating an entire breast. So, I know she's small and he's tall, but that's weird.
Yeah.
But I don't know, because as readers, we kind of already know that he's been infatuated with her. Mm-hmm. And he even makes little comments where he'll be like, I've been waiting for this for so long.
Girl, I've been waiting. I've been plotting. I've been planning.
So it means a lot to him. And even the first time they kiss, it's described as like someone who is so starved for a kiss, like they've been waiting for this moment for so long that it matters a lot. Like it feels really important to him.
Yeah. And like I've always loved books where the guy is more into the girl.
Yeah.
Or falls first, I should say.
Yep. But you didn't like the smut?
Not really.
Sad. You know what?
It was okay. I guess there's been worse, but it's okay.
People who do like this book always go like, "Oh, spice A+."
Really?
Eat my boob. Like
eat my whole boob.
Eat my whole boob. I've heard people really like the spice, but that was the only spice scene.
Yeah.
And that's so disappointing.
Yeah. Same. I thought it was going to be a little bit more, but I think because it was a whole description of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But it would have been better, like I said, if they had written down the rules on like scientific method. Like they had it like
so
that.
Awesome.
And it would have been good if it like no sex. They put like, yes, it's A, but let's make another indentation, put another mark. It's okay if it's after a really hard frisbee game.
Oh
like
my
only exception. And then make another one. Second exception, it's okay. Like, you know, it would be like things like that.
And it's like a whole list of exceptions.
And that would be a really cute thing to include at the start of every chapter instead of her little hypothesis giving like a summary of what would happen in the chapter. Mm-hmm. Because even those little hypotheses, I was just like, I don't really care what Olive is thinking.
But those hypotheses basically summarized
what was going to happen.
Or like talked about like the main part of the chapter. So
that kind of felt like an author forward in a fan fiction.
Yeah, it did.
Right?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
So I don't know. I could have done without that, and I would have liked that addition and more spice throughout, and maybe not eat her entire tit.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
But she's so small. She's so tiny.
She's so small. She's so tiny. Okay, so let's talk about the ending. Should we get to the ending?
Yeah.
So everyone thinks that Olive is going to end up going to Harvard. And so Adam starts planning. He's like, oh my God, don't worry, babe. I have this whole interview to also go to Harvard if she goes to Harvard. Because he's down. He doesn't tell her, though.
No, he doesn't tell her that's the reason he's interviewing for Harvard.
No. I'm just kind of like, okay. I'm just going to summarize this, basically.
Okay.
That's why he's doing it. She doesn't know, though.
Okay.
And so she kind of is like, you know what? We should just end it. Let's just end it. We're done.
Olive.
Yeah.
Okay.
Olive tells him. And then eventually it's revealed what Tom said to her, right? It's because she plays it for him.
Yeah, it's because...
No, she plays it for her friends.
No, she is playing the audio because she's about to send it to her professor who wanted to listen to the speech. Mm-hmm. But then it gets to that point and her friends hear it and it's like, you got to go tell Adam.
Yeah.
And then that's when it's revealed to Anne that it was just complete fake dating.
Yeah.
And Anne's like, I'm so sorry that I forced you to do all of that. Like, I don't want you to think that you have to do that for me. Mm-hmm. But then she's like, but there's real feelings here and I don't know what to do. So they're like, go tell him this right now. And she breaks into his Harvard interview. Mm-hmm. And I fucking love this part so much because she comes in and literally mid-interview, Adam full turns around like, Olive, what's wrong? Like, what are you?
Olive, babe, I was waiting for you.
And then she's like, I have to tell you something and it can't wait. And Tom's just kind of like, oh, but you gotta go. Like, we're in the middle of an interview.
Yeah.
And then
he kind of tries to tell Adam, like, you can't just like leave the interview. This is gonna look really bad on you. So get back.
So then Adam goes like, leave. Mm-hmm. And Olive's like, I'm so sorry. Like, I you're right. You know, and she was about to go. Leave. And then he's like, no, babe.
Not you, babe.
My 1-inch babe. No, you stay. Tom, you leave. Mm-hmm. Dude, that's my
But then she just plays it, no?
Oh, well, Tom starts having like a back and forth with Adam. And then she like holds up her phone and starts playing it for them.
So that whole conversation of where he was basically harassing her.
Oh, dude. Adam
was pissed. He like fucking grabs him. Pushes him against the wall. He's like, bitch, I'm gonna kill you.
This is what you get for hurting the woman I love. Mm-hmm. That's the first time.
And she's like, love. Whoa.
Wait, babe.
I'm leaving.
Pause.
Pause the recording.
Babe.
Babe. We never said love.
Babe. I fucking hate it. But like, it's so valid, dude. It's so good because they had already broken up, but this is like the reveal of how they both feel about each other, or at least on Adam's side. And then Olive takes Adam, and Olive is talking to Adam, and Adam's like, "You can go. I will talk to you as soon as I figure out like this whole mess."
Yeah,
like basically to get Tom fired. Mm-hmm. But it's like, babe, love you, babe. Yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and let you go. And so she leaves, and Malcolm and Holden, who are dating, are gonna go on a date, and they invite Adam and Olive. Mm-hmm. And then at this date, it's revealed about how they had known each other previously. Yeah, and have Adam has liked her for a really long time, and Olive's like, oh, that makes sense.
I didn't think about you once.
Who the fuck are you again?
I'm just kidding.
10-foot tall man.
You took up so much space.
That explains that when I was in that room, why it was so dark. Like how it is every single time. But she confesses that she loves him also. Mm-hmm. And she says it in Dutch, which honestly, I wish that the Dutch would have been integrated more and not just a one-off thing. Because if someone said that to me...
Wasn't it because of a book they were reading?
No, it was because he's Dutch, and then she used to have a roommate. She used to have a roommate that had a poster that said "I love you" in every single language.
So, yeah, I didn't remember that.
No, yeah, me neither. So then she says "I love you" and it's happily ever after. The end. All the things he said, all the things he said, running through my head, running through my head. It's Adam Driver running.
It's Adam Driver mad in the Marriage Story.
Every day I wake up. Oh my God.
Wow. Wait. I know that scene.
That could have been in the scene with him and Tom. Oh my gosh. They messed up.
Oh my God. They should have done it. You're going to give this a 5. Dude, you love this book. What the fuck?
Did you think I would like this book?
I wasn't sure. I thought you were going to be kind of like, I thought it was because of that boob part.
No, yeah, that did take me out.
Okay.
I don't want anyone to inhale my boob the way that 40-foot man
did.
Why?
I mean, you didn't.
Changing his height.
You didn't seem to mind in Dragon's Bride when his whole mouth.
He was a literal dragon.
Okay, and You didn't care that he could have just munched and
There was a
she would have
part
been
in
done.
Dragon's Bride. There was a part, hold on, in Dragon's Bride where he was eating her out, but because he was a dragon, his whole like fucking mouth was literally like to her neck, basically. She's like, I'm gonna fucking die here. Oh my god.
Sharp teeth.
Yeah.
Living dangerously, I guess.
Okay, see, but that's fantasy. If I went out with a man and he ate my boob
He didn't
that
eat.
I love
He
dearly,
didn't eat her boob.
if he ate my good one,
Okay. We're making it sound like he literally ate her boob. He didn't eat her boob. He just
it.
covered his whole mouth on her whole boob. Does that make sense?
While saying the word delicious.
Delicious.
Readers and listeners, you tell me if that's eating a boob. That is. That is.
But he didn't munch. He didn't go.
He didn't eat it. He might have brought his favorite seasoning, put a little bit on top, and bobaed it up.
Just a little bit. A little sazon.
I fucking ate it. That was really the only part that took it out for me. Not even the small, tall thing bothered me. I didn't really like Anne, though. I didn't think she was a good friend. Malcolm was okay, but he also didn't really matter to me much.
Okay.
But if we just focus on Adam and Olive, I thought their relationship was really cute. Mm-hmm. I wish it would have, even though it was a slow burn, I wish it would have progressed a little faster so we could see more spice.
Yeah.
Because
that wasn't enough.
That wasn't enough. And it was a boob eating. If I want a boob eating, I get a boob eating book. Say that 3 times.
Okay.
Overall, I did really like this book. And I think if I had a non-reader friend, I would recommend this to them, but warn them about the boob eating. I would probably give this, I'm going to say a 4 out of 5.
Wow, that's high.
Okay, go ahead and give it a 1. Go ahead.
No, I actually didn't hate this book. I feel like there was parts of this book that I didn't like for example, the constant mention of him being a very tall man.
Her being so tiny.
Her being so small and just petite. Like, I feel like that's just so annoying to me.
I'm just imagining just their spice and she's like, Uppy.
Pick me up. Come on.
Okay, go ahead.
I don't know. I feel like there was other things that I didn't love, but I did actually like the characters, the main characters. Like Charlie, I didn't care for Anne or Malcolm or Holden. Sorry.
It's fine.
Sorry, don't cry.
Yeah.
But their relationship I thought was actually really cute, and I also highlighted a lot of parts where I thought their banter was funny. I remember I highlighted one and I was like, wow, I'm actually laughing. Like, I'm actually enjoying their relationship together. I don't know exactly what I would rate it. It wouldn't be a 4, but I think it'd be like a 3.5 maybe.
Okay, valid.
3.25
valid
around
queen.
there. I'm surprised I actually enjoyed this book because I feel like the point that it's at now, it's more common for me to see hate on this book because it blew up. So obviously before it was recommended a lot. And I think it's good to have books where women are in STEM because, you know, a lot of the times she's just like a writer, a reader, a librarian.
But I did also want to
teacher.
mention, I'm glad that Ali Hazelwood is also in STEM because you can tell when a book is like, yeah, this is their major, but they've never had that major.
Yeah, like they don't have a clue on what it actually entails.
So I'm glad it actually felt like she was doing science. You know what I mean?
Even though it went over my head.
Same.
I was like, wait, what? Okay, whatever.
Wow. Oh my gosh, I'm so proud of us.
We did it.
Look at us.
Look at us. Who would have thought?
Not me.
Who would have thought that we would have
So
enjoyed the love hypothesis?
Dude, do we tell Melissa?
Should we tell her right now? She's like, don't talk to me
I know,
again.
she hangs up. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much for listening to us. Whether that's audio form. So if you're on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, or anywhere you get podcasts on, thank you so much. We're just like so tiny and so small. So I think we would get taller every time someone gives us a 5-star rating. Oh. So if you please can give us a 5-star rating and leave us a review of what you want us to read next. That'd be amazing. If you have a little bit of extra money, there is a way to support us. Yahaira, what do they do?
So we did make a Patreon, and right now it really just serves as a way for our listeners listeners to let us know that you enjoy what we do here. I mean, we do post twice a week. And if you don't want the commitment of a Patreon, we do also have a Ko-fi.
Coffee.
It's,
Kofi.
I think it's whatever. It's ko-fi.com/thebookfix. In Patreon, it's patreon.com/bookfix. And then we also made a Buy Me a Coffee, which you can find us on The Book Fix. And those are mostly just like if you don't want the commitment of monthly, if you just want to do like one simple donation, that'd be awesome.
It helps a lot. So thank you.
Thank you.
If you want to just tell your friends about us too, because the best type of exposure is through word of mouth. Thank you. If you are watching us on YouTube, thank you so much. If you can like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell because we post every Tuesday and Thursday. If you want to follow us on social media, we do have an Instagram and a Threads at The Book Fix Pod. And we have a TikTok at The Book Fix, THEBOOKFIX. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay, so why don't we read a couple of reviews about this book and then just be on our merry way?
All right. Do you want the positive or the negative one?
I'll get the positive. This comes from Kelsey Money Reads on the Goodreads, who gave it a 4.5 out of 5. And it just says, in the words of Adam Driver, good soup.
Oh my God.
Oh my gosh. I love Adam Driver.
Okay, so this one comes from M Lost in Books. They gave it 1 out of 5. They put, reading 3 books about fake dating in the last 15 days was definitely not a good idea. Not that it was the only reason that this book got 1 star, but it was definitely a big one. The whole thing that started this fake dating here was just unbelievable. I found the chapters to be shallow, and I have read better books with this trope.
0 out of 5. Not enough tit eating. Thank you so much for listening, and we will see you next time. Bye. So small. Put her in a little bucket. I put her on a paper airplane.
And then she's gone. I can't believe you said you're small. You're
so tiny.
You're so tall.
I'm just so small.
I know people can't tell because my torso is like, I think a little longer than yours. But you're so tall.
I'm really tall. I'm 5'9", and it's funny because I always wear platform shoes.
So she's huge.
I love being tall. What can I say? I like being able to lean on the fridge the same way people lean on tables. Like, but I'm just so small at the same time.
Yeah, she's tiny.
What I'm wearing right now, extra small.
No, it's not.
It's an extra small. But if it's being so big.
It's just so big on
It's so
me.
big.
Good news and bad news.
What's the good news?
We have pumpkin spice.
Oh my gosh. We didn't bring it up, but because Adam hates it so much, we have to drink it.
Cheers, ding.
I love pumpkin spice so much. Oh.
I don't really get it, but I do like pumpkin. I love pumpkin pie. Dude, we should have gotten pumpkin pie.
Dude.
Oh, you don't want this? Okay.
No, I'm good. But I am such a fan of pumpkin spice, and it feels appropriate to take a pumpkin spice break to talk about the worst part of this whole book.
Yeah, and I can't believe we didn't bring it up.
I know, I'm surprised too, because it affected me so much when it happened.
Yeah.
And it is the part where they were about to have sex. When Olive was like, Adam, we can't because you're not attracted to me.
Was it during their first time or wasn't it like just like...
No, it was during their first time where she was like, you don't want this. Like, we don't have to do this. And he was like, you don't know what I want. And gets her hand and puts it on his penis to feel how hard he is.
Yeah. What the fuck, dude? I remember getting to that point and being like... Did he really just fucking grab her hand?
After being the one that was like Title IX. You know, that's sexual harassment.
Do you think that because they were already in a situation where sex was kind of on the table a little bit, do you think that's the justification for it?
I don't feel like it is. Because you have to get to that point where you're both have already consented.
Yeah.
To do that. Actually, let's read how it happened.
Yeah, let's do that. Because I can't exactly remember what point it happened.
Olive, this is how you're feeling now. A month from now, a week, tomorrow, I don't want you to regret. What about what I want? She leaned forward, letting her words soak the silence for drawn out seconds. What about the fact that I want this? Though maybe you don't care. She squared her shoulders, blinking quickly against the prickling sensation in her eyes. Because you don't want it, right? Maybe I'm just not attractive to you and you don't want this. It nearly made her lose her balance the way he tugged at her wrist and pulled her hand to himself, pressing her palm flush to his groin to show her that, oh, yeah. His jaw rolled as he held her gaze. You have no fucking idea what I want.
Also, my God. Can I just say, this might be... I hate that scene. I really fucking hate that scene. Also, getting a man hard is not that fucking hard to do. So it doesn't really answer the question. You know what I mean? I don't... Use your words. You know what I mean?
You're a professor. You fix dissertations for a living. Everyone knows you're supposed to explain before you add a visual. Okay.
That fucking scene. Oh my God. I'm in shock.
I think the point of it, because it was a fan fiction, to be like, oh my God, Adam.
Wait, he's
Kylo Ren.
He's so big.
Oh my God, I'm
He's
so
so-
tiny, I'm so small. I forgot we were doing that for the episode.
He's so passionate. He loves me. Getting a man hard does not equate him loving you, okay?
Mm-hmm.
If I talk about it more, I'm going to get pissed off.
I'm so glad that we brought that up. Oh my God.
I forgot. But it's weird because I did highlight it, but for some reason, I completely forgot about that moment.
It's dumb. I really hate it.
Mm-hmm.
Because he gave me some. But I really hate it because he was so patient with her with everything else. So why did you make someone, without warning them, touch you inappropriately?
Yeah. You could have, he could have just been like, Olive, look down. Mira.
Look,
Olive.
Exhibit A.
A for Adam. I don't know. I hated that scene. It, actually makes me really mad.
And then he ate her tit afterwards.
So
She's so small, swallow her whole.
She's so tiny. She's so defenseless.
She's so fucking tall. He's turned on that it causes a shadow. It's just so dark in the room.
Oh my God. Every single time
Where's
he
the
stands
sun go?
Just every time that man is standing up.
Okay, that's all I had to say.
Does that change your rating?
What did I give it again? A 4? Still a 4, but
I feel like, yeah, I'm kind of,
the spice wasn't what made me like this book.
yeah.
You know? I wonder how other Ali Hazelwood books are, though.
Me too. I'm kind of down to try another one. But I agree with you. I felt like that scene was supposed to be like, wow, a man taking control. How hot, you know? But it's like,
I thought it was better when he would ask, though. It makes it like the tension is
yeah,
more palpable.
wow.
Not to be confused with Star Wars Palpatine.
And this is a Star Wars fan.
That's my only Star Wars joke, and it wasn't even in the episode we filmed.
All right. That concludes our bonus part. Bye.
Thank you.